I don't know what else to say. This is pretty damn gorgeous in my opinion. Paul George. Let's just start out with him. After having a pretty bad night on what is I don't even forget game 4, he went for a 5 for 20, turned that around to a whopping 41 points. And look at a beautiful Paul George crossover on Chris Paul. Just take a beautiful look on that. Just take a beautiful look. Exactly. He was making every shot, driving to the rack. He is turnover prone. I'm not gonna lie. That's what Paul George could work on though. What, like the turnovers. If he just cuts out the turnovers, he's pretty much good. He's pretty much good. Even right now, he is pretty much good. But if he just cut the turnovers, man, he's gonna be elite. Which is he already is, but even more. Morris Senior was another player that had an epic turnaround. He was pretty much our hero in the first half. He was the reason why. He was also a good reason why we were killing it as well. He was he went close, made those fading shots, went in. He was great. If Morris plays like this every game, we're pretty much winning every single game. And then Zubac out, it just showed one thing. It showed that it was actually low key. We pretty much play low key in a way against Phoenix. We play fairly better without Zubac. I kind of noticed it when we went small. I know Kyoji. Shout out to you. You were you were lobbying for a small ball lineup. Sounds pretty good. Looks like. Or what you can also do is start Boogie Cousins because Boogie Cousins, he's amazing. He's tough. He's a bulldozer. He will bulldoze his opponents. We need to bring back Boogie Cousins next season. I'll tell you that much. To be one. All right. Another. Let's see what else can we break down more. I mean, Chris Paul, he flopped a lot. Come on. Remember did you see that one time when Pat Bev I think he kind of had a little contact, Chris Paul just jumped so he could and then I don't know, man. Chris Paul's a professional flopper, I'll tell you that much. I used to love Chris Paul a lot in the Clippers days. I mean, but I guess now he got more floppy, I guess. Even OKC days, I mess with Chris Paul, but I guess now he's playing against us, he's flopping. Booker especially is a I don't really like Booker either. He flops a lot. He talks trash a lot. And then that's pretty much the breakdowns. Pat Bev, look, a lot of Clippers fans, it's growing. It's growing, unfortunately, that they want Pat Bev gone from the team. I still disagree a lot because when Pat Bev's on Booker, Devin Booker tends to struggle a lot. Same with probably Chris Paul and all the other people. Only person was actually could lit up Pat Bev, it's Luka Doncic, and that's only because Pat Bev's 6'1", Luka's 6'7", pretty much 6'7", 6'8". So like I disagree with the people who say Pat Bev should go. I mean, if it's for a really good deal though, if it's for an All-Star or to move up for a really good prospect, then I wouldn't hit. I would be fine with Pat Bev gone. But people would. But people just wanting Pat Bev gone. I don't know, man. I mean, his defense is really good. I mean, I don't know what else I could tell you. It's hard unless if you're gonna somehow get Marcus Smart, which is that's a younger Pat Bev. But Pat Bev, I mean, I don't know any other players that could be intense as him because Booker struggles against Pat Bev. Mitchell tends to kind of somewhat struggle when Pat Bev actually guards him. And Damian Lillard, I know it's regular season, but he tends to not do good either on Pat Bev. And then a more breakdown is Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue, he has times when he doesn't really coach good, but now looks like we're about to come back. Let's give Tyronn Lue some of the props too, because he at least is not a Doc Rivers. He does something. He makes adjustments that Doc don't do. A lot of Clippers, I know early on, I was hard on Reggie. I was literally criticizing hardcore. But now, but Tyronn Lue saw something in Reggie, so he decided to start Reggie. Now look what happened. Reggie's now like he's putting all-star caliber numbers. He looks like a borderline all-star in my opinion. So that's one thing we got to give Ty Lue. He turned Reggie to a star basically. He knew what was Reggie's, like what makes Reggie like a great player. So I'm still I know some of y'all said like we should like play we still should prefer Kennard over Reggie, but thing is Kennard does not really have the handles to drive to the rack. Kennard is like more of like an outside shooter, which is I'm fine with Kennard too. I like Kennard, but Reggie could do he could do like a lot of things. I know his defense is not good. I mean, he saw that Reggie kind of fell for like just jumped and then Chris Paul just or I think it was Booker. Yeah, Booker just made an easy three on him. But the thing is though, Reggie could dribble, he could drive, he could shoot. Sure, his IQ may be like a little iffy, but I'm still I'm all for starting Reggie right now, and I got to give Tyronn Lue the props for actually starting Reggie Jackson, and look what it's doing. It's it's doing great. Let's just put it that way. And and pretty much Terrence, man. I mean, Terrence man been a little quiet and not been putting up too much numbers, but again, he is what you want like a player to do. Play great defense and stuff. Terrence Mann's gonna bloom to a star, but he didn't do too much like last night. But all of our, but I like how all of our players stepped up. Reggie, Paul George, Morris, those threes, and don't forget Boogie. Boogie was amazing. I love Boogie. We need to keep him for next season. I don't care what people say, because those analytic experts who said Boogie's bad on defense and stuff, but I mean, but thing is Boogie he puts that big body and people will be scared to go up against him. And then Boogie on the offensive side, he could shoot, he could bulldoze, and what else? I don't know what else will break it up. What else? What breakdown could do on Boogie? I like Boogie. Keep him for next season. I think that's pretty much what I got to talk about. I mean, for the Suns, Cam Johnson is pretty damn good. Um, Cameron Payne, I guess now he's a little quiet, so that's good because Payne killed us in game two. But that's just a breakdown. A storm is coming. Go Clippers. Comeback season. Just believe.